Hello all, Dr. Fox back here with you with the weekend update. Oh my gosh, what are we going to talk about? We got a few little Pilgrim bounty if you're interested in Night Fae and the Soul Stone. We'll talk about those little soul character ones there. We're going to just touch on a few other brief things. How was your Turkey Day for those that celebrated it? How was your weekend so far? Let's get into this, shan't we? Dr. Fox back here with you with the weekend update. Glad to have you along. Happy Pilgrims Bounty this week. It's long live once again. We've waited a long time through our year to get back to our yearly little event. Are some of you still doing that? I know one of the tips and tricks I dropped last week, because my brother had mentioned that as well, and that was just kind of a neat little tips and tricks that my brother had kind of passed along. If you have any alts or if you have any other characters that needed to get the rest of their cooking done, or at least in the first 300 cooking, will help you finish those little steps. It's a great little way to do that. And while you're doing that, if you do that little Thanksgiving buff where you eat one piece of meal 5 times, and then if you're collecting the turkey, there's a new one this way. First off, you got to be with the Night Fae Covenant, and if you now after you've eat the one item around the table the 5 times to get that buff, you eat one more time around the table and you'll get your turkey soul. Sadly, it's Shadowlands only. I'd like to see them continue that for druids like beyond, but that's just something there. Are any of you playing Seasons of Mastery? Thankfully we had a good launch to that. It was nice and stable. I've been having a lot of fun. I think I had gotten my night elf to like level 4.5, almost 5-ish. I haven't played since, but it was definitely something fun to kind of dip my toes into. And with that 40% buff in the upper right hand corner, boy, that can really help a ton. And I'm sure many of you are looking for Miss Mora. Look carefully. She is in there. She's just buried in the little black. I have a black blanket and a black thicker blanket. And when she's sleeping, she doesn't have her eyes open or not cleaning or moving around. She's just taking a nap. It's a little hard to pull her out, but there's your little challenge for the weekend. Or some go, oh, I can see that as well. So I thought that might tweak your interest as well. I think you might have noticed here we have a little bit of a background change. I've decided I've been wanting to move over to this side of the table for some time because the TV was flickering up behind me, and I've been wanting to get either back to the green screen or something like this that kind of get, many of you might recognize the Transformer arc up there as well. It comes with mainframe, not the mainframe from G.I. Joe that we're thinking of, but that's the name of the bot mainframe that comes with the arc, and the discs are in there from Beast Wars, and it's kind of a neat little setup for that. Currently, for me, I'm grinding Vanthyr. I'll get into that momentarily and show you where I'm at. I've maxed out, of course, my main covenant, which was the over in Bastion, the Ascended. I did them. I got them to 80. Had access to those other goodies, and then I maxed out Night Fae 80. Now I'm on to the Vanthyr, and I just hit 65 today, and I know I haven't done my dailies for today yet, so I should be able to get maybe 66, 67 by today as well. And then I've been trying to hit the anniversary quests as well. So that's kind of where I'm at with that, and I know all I have left is Meldraxxus after this last 15 renown grind to get to 80, which thankfully isn't as bad when you get that boosts one of them or each of them up to at least 40 already, so half your grind is finished, thankfully. And you'll see the costume that I've recently unlocked, the transmog as well. And I thought I'd show the 6-month subscription. That's the baby Murloc that we were referring to last week. So if you take a look at that over here, let me see if that's blocking or where my control was for that. Okay, yeah, that's Miss Mora there. Let me see if I can find there it is, just to give you a better look at it, just for mere moments, then you can bring Miss Mora back. as well. So that was the one. If you did a 6 months, you can get it. You can get it. Here's the level 60 boost I was referring to the other week. This is the new Furline kitty mount that I'd love to get, but I just don't have $25 to be dropping right now. They may have, usually that first week in December, or as we get closer to Winter Veil, they tend to put out a new pet for like it'll go towards some kind of specialty non-for-profit, usually at least half of it. Generally we see that. These are the transfer. Yes, I have that one. I know there's mixed reviews about it, and then of course there's your toys. I'm waiting for this one because I already technically have had 6 months recently, and usually if you have it, I think they said something about the first week in December. I don't remember if they said December 2nd, 5th, or 7th, or something like that, where I should get it in my inventory. I shouldn't have to renew my 6 months quite yet as well. And so this is the one I wanted to show you all. I was all excited. I think I'm on chapter 8 of the Van Thayer chapters right now. I know they're all fully unlocked because I'm renowned 65 already, but I haven't quite tidied that all up here. So I just wanted to kind of show you all that. That's the green leaves that I was talking about. I hope it sounds a little better this week. I know I was having some mic issues last weekend and trying to reset things up and kind of moving things around a little bit. We had cleared the table because my brother came over. We had a nice little Thanksgiving, and it's been a kind of a rough week, and that's why I'm pausing a little bit, because it's been a little struggling, and I'm having some trouble and just prepping myself. This is the final weekend before I head to get my voice surgery, so I thought I'd spend just some time here with you all, sort of the send-off part 2, like we had done in September, this Saturday right before my first of these surgeries. This is what I call the second surgery of phase 2, which I'll be excited that I can just start using basically the next month. It's going to be 3 weeks where I can't speak. I'll be using a lot of, I've asked my brother and a couple friends of mine to ask me a lot of yes and no questions. No, yes. So, and I will be able to write down. I have some notebooks here ready to go. I can text. It's just going to be lifting the vocal cords down in here, and I am going to be working with a vocal coach after. We'll have to kind of see how that unfolds. It's been a little chilly. I have an extra layers on, so I've been working on that. I did cook my meal. It was kind of fun. My brother came over. He made this really rich tasting. It was like a squash, butter, little pieces of bacon, brown sugar, onion. It was very delicious. Let me put it that way. So I did that, and I'm excited for those that have seen over on my Instagram. I wish everybody TGI Black Friday, because we had Black Friday yesterday as of this recording. And I wanted to get in the holiday spirit. I usually do that. Usually on Black Friday, I get the house all set up. But I had a special friend come over last weekend, and we really got in the holiday spirit. We went to the Dollar Tree and picked up a few more goodies, and it was perfect timing. Last Saturday, I think, after I had done my weekend update, or no, I think I had said last weekend that when I finished my weekend update, we're going to set up the tree later, and we eventually did later in the evening. It was a really, really busy weekend, but and I'm just figures that like right before my surgery, I'm getting this extra raspy in my throat right now, so I'm just sounding even more deeper and darker right now, and I'm like, oh geez. So that's just me. So we'll have to kind of see how this all plays out. I won't be speaking for 3 weeks. That'll put me around the first day of winter, December 21st. That's my stepbrother's birthday. Usually the first day of winter, approximate. Sometimes it's a little bit before, sometimes a little after. I heard something about it moving up to like the 8th or something. Maybe the solstice got moved. I was like, what? It's like it's usually the 21st, I thought, but maybe I misheard or misread something. I'm not quite sure. But I just wanted to share a little of what some of the things I've been up to. Like I said, I have dabbled in the Season of Mastery a little bit. It's kind of fun when you can kind of get a fresh go at it, fresh start, as well as it's been nice that they're integrating a few more of those little minor qualities of life, if you will, because I know like they added the reconnect in one of the other patches in retail, and then we got it in Mastery, which was a nice little touch. And just small things like that. Excuse me, when he had done the interview with why is this? I should have wrote it down. His name is eluding me at the moment, but they were having an interview, and he had talked about maybe adding a few more quality of lives into the Mastery edition as well. So it was nice to kind of see that and hear that, and that was a nice little touch. So I think with that, I wanted to kind of talk a little bit about it and just kind of touch on that and kind of see where you all are holding up through this sort of Turkey Day, or those that celebrate non-Turkey days, or just kind of pass it over because of said list of reasonings, or how you're. Some of us could call it post-COVID, I guess, at this point. Not quite yet, though. I send a shout out to someone I knew that is suffering with COVID, and their husband as well. So I hope they have a speedy recovery if all goes to plan as well, and send out my best to them. And I've just been trying to keep my zen to the best of my ability. I do Tai Chi on Sundays, yoga on Tuesdays, like I usually do, 3 out of the 4 weeks, and then it's, I think, total body 2 on the off Tuesday, that one Tuesday out of the month usually, and then just the other workouts. I am still walking 4 days a week, trying to tweak my food. I have had a few extra chocolate covered cherries. Oh, there's a new one out. We've been having some of the cherry cola ones that came out a few years back, but maybe it's already been out and I just didn't see it until now. But to me, it's like a new one. It's what is it? Like a coconut flavored one, and it's like got a white rectangle box to it. It was good. I got those at Walmart. They were magnificently delicious. Well, maybe that'll be my title this weekend. Magnificently. I can't even talk straight. Just prepping. My brain's going through a billion things this weekend, trying to prep for surgery, and I think with that we'll get into the calendar. Of course, as many of you know, I love my calendar, kitties, right, babies? That it is Pilgrims Bounty Week. So, for those that are working on that, and it's a great time if you're Night Fae, or if you're bouncing around like I am between them and you are collecting the little souls, you can do that as well. And if you still need to run down here, the time walking event, or the 17th anniversary is still going on until the 6th, which is the one day prior to the time walking in Legion going live, which that will be the following next week, or after that. Sadly, I won't be on to talk about that. That should hit on December 7th. Yep, and that should also offer Wanderers Festival as well. WoW 17 will end on that. Feast of the Winter Veil, that will pop on the 16th. That will continue through, and then we'll see the next time walking pop up. I think we're back to yes, Burning Crusade. Yes. I don't know. I'm hoping I can get on by then if all goes to plan. Then, of course, always bringing in the first of the year for some fireworks celebration in the capitals as well. So I just thought I'd kind of just briefly touch on those coming up, because I won't be able to report on the calendar over the next few weeks as well. And of course, like I said, Pilgrim's Bounty is on, and that's coming up. Chorus of Dead Souls in Torghast, that's beginning this Tuesday as well. We've got Pet Battle Bonus, that's beginning. That's a great time to go and grind out some pet battles in your Warlords of Draenor, or just to Ashley or other other options now that they've added in ways that if you have a pet battle you're doing and you end up losing a pet, you won't lose out on the XP. You'll still get 50% XP for that pet that may pass out, if you will. Shadowlands Dungeon event. That's ending. That's going on right now if you're seeing me through the weekend. PvP Brawl Cooking Impossible begins as well this Tuesday. PvP Brawl Warsong Scramble ends. And, of course, the Pilgrims Bounty will be ending on the 30th before we continue the celebration for WoW 17 continuing forward. Are some of you grinding out, trying to get some of that transmog with Doom upstairs over here in the Caverns of Time? I know I usually I try to grab my daily question, just to pick up a couple time walking badges and to at least do Doom up above. That way, I think I've gotten one transmog, but I think I already had it. I haven't seen the really rare one. If any of you have gotten that rare one with the little, I think it's a little scythe one weapon, please share it in the comments below. By all means, link, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. If you so choose, no pressure. I don't want to try to be one of those too much, if you follow my meaning. But that is about it. I think it's just a good time to kind of think about where we want to go. Oh, and I did post it, but I knew the copyright for the music. If you tune into 91.7 up here, there's a business / and/or individual or group of individuals that house decorate up these beautiful Christmas displays, similar to like what you like the great light fight that they have on TV. But these beautiful ones all kind of goes to music, and I put like a minute of it up. They'll constantly be playing different. If you heard a bam, that's my dryer. I gotta go get my clothes. I'm getting my nice, comfy, warm robe washed, and one of my Pikachu throw blankets to throw over me when it's a bit chilly, and then I gotta wash some of my other blankets over there. But with that, so anyway, to kind of come back, what I was saying was before the buzzer kind of took me off track there. The 91.7, but you got to be within its little area near the place. And I took a minute of it, but it's got copyright issues, so I'm gonna have to take the music out. But I'll leave the lights. It won't really be as impressive or exciting the same way. I think I did like a minute 5 of it or something, and it was to All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey, but it's got the copyright, so I'm like, I'm gonna have to take it out and plug something else in there, and it won't quite line up. It'll just be these flickering lights that no one will really know what is happening or going on with it because we're copyright blocked. So anyway, I did put that up if anyone was kind of curious and just getting in that mood. And I think with that, we're gonna kind of wrap this up, and enjoy your hot chocolate for those here that are excited for the holiday. Please share with me if you are excited or someone you know that still gets excited about the holidays, because so many just kind of become such Grinches and grumbles and Scrooges, if you will. And it's really, really tough to keep that hope alive, especially with everything that's going on. And when you're having a really rough time, so many just want to turn to anger or blame or something else going wrong, or just getting themselves, just because they don't want to deal with other things going on around them, they just end up engulfing themselves. And trust me, I am just as guilty as the next many times for many of these pieces. But it's just, we have to try to keep our strength up to get through this mentally, physically. And I think we can take a couple of things as we head into the holiday season. I think with that, I'm going to be off for 3 weeks. And the following week is Christmas. I don't know if I'll be able to get on to at least wish everyone a Christmas. I might be able to at least pop an Instagram up or something for the holiday, because I won't be able to speak. And I was going to try one of those little cards again, if so desired, to see how that unfolds. So I guess we could call this the extended heading off, or I'm trying to remember I'll have to look back at what my title was, and we'll call it sending off part 2 for an extended 3-week time, and just something to kind of take with us until between now and the new year, and because then the following week will be New Year's after the Christmas weekend up here. So it'd be kind of nice to take just 5 weeks off. Those last 2 might be for the holiday, would be kind of nice. And I was kind of bummed. I was hoping to have the opportunity to do some of the Pokemon Brilliant Diamond gameplay, the Let's Plays again, and sadly that kind of got popped on the cards not kind of late for my circumstance, and it didn't quite unfold as I had hoped. So with that, take a few things to think about. Stay safe. Hope your voice is where you want your voice to be. And we'll have to see you all on the other side. And call me in the new year 2022, or whether I get a chance to pop in for a moment near the tail end of the New Year's. We'll have to see. There's no guarantees on that. Call me then. And once again, we will see you later.